Yo, what is up, guys? Lockhart here with yeah, his build for Summerset patch for ESO. Been awaiting this for quite a long time. This is my 5th recording of this fucking build video. I've always forgotten something, so hopefully I get it right this time. Please pardon my speech for being a little bit speedy, because I've done this shit 5 times, like 20 minutes a pop. So we're gonna keep it nice, short, and simple. I'll tell you guys, this is a one-trick mag Sorc build. The sets are super cheap and easy to farm and make. You don't. It does everything. It does BGs. It does open world. It does duels. You don't have to change anything on it. You can leave it as is. Take it in each scenario, and it's going to fucking outperform everything. I promise you guys. So let's look at the stats. It's going to be pretty underwhelming at first. This is with tri stats, mind you. Mage Mundus. We are high elf. Completely ignore the recovery. It's irrelevant in this build, the way it runs. We have 2k crit resist. The reason we have such high crit resist is because of the new skill and the Sigil Core skill line that increases your crit damage. So you need to max this out as much as possible. Okay, so since we're running in the Axiom, this is only on our front bar. I'm sure you guys are aware the two-handed count as 2 set pieces now. So running a weapon damage enchantment, really don't care about the shock. So I'd rather have the overall damage. Running Nern Home gives a couple extra 100 more spell damage. On our back bar, we're running a Resto infused willpower staff to give us the 1400 max match. And you can run whatever you want on this. I suggest poisons if you're going to be an open world or BGs, because everyone else is going to be using them. You might as well. In duels, however, you might want to take these off. It's pretty scummy. Next set, running Shadowrend. This has many purposes in this build. Summons Clan Fear, it does damage, gives you a little bit of recovery, and it gives you the minor main. That's going to stack pretty well with some other shit we're going to mention later. Alright, so 511, like all my other builds. You want impin on all the pieces. I don't have really good luck, so I'm going to re-roll this as I get enough transmutation stones. Re-roll this impin, so it's infused for now. We'll leave it there. The other set, as you probably saw, was Necropotence. This is one of the best sets for anything. We're not running any pets, but we do run Shadowrend, which counts as a pet, so we still get the bonus, and plus, you get all the benefits from running Shadowrend. All spell damage on the jewelry. Have like 2,200 hours on a sorcerer. I know how to manage my sustain just fine. If you guys are having issues, switch up your food, run Witch Mothers, switch your enchantments. Do not fuck with the gear. If you want to change one of these enchantments, change one spell damage to reduce spell cost. It's more beneficial on Sorc where you're spamming spells like every 3/4 of a second. If you must have more recovery, have one reduced cost, one recovery, and that should fix everything. That does it for the gear. A quick run through. What makes this build the avatar, as so the the title explains. I'm sure you guys seen the avatar, right? With Aang, how he enters his thing, he's virtually unkillable. Well, you do the same thing on this build. It's absolutely insane. So we're gonna go through a quick rundown of the skills, and I'm gonna go over also the patch changes that you guys know what's going on. Frags haven't changed. This is 20k on tooltip once everything is buffed up. Unprocced. 20k on tooltip unprocced. Haunting Curse. Endless Fury, these have not changed. For Force Pulse, because if you interrupt shit, you get CC immune, they're just gonna cast again anyway. You can't interrupt it. So what's the point? Might as well go for the raw damage. Grim Cage. I don't want to say this is broken, but it's probably one of the most strongest skills in the game right now. They changed the stunning time from 3 seconds to 5 seconds, which is kind of irrelevant. But the damage that it deals that no matter what you do, doesn't matter if you break it, doesn't matter if you don't break it. It's going to do the damage anyway, which adds to your burst rotation, hence, the whole one-shot combo with the Meteor. It's very similar to the Malefic Reef from the Nightblade they used to have. That shit was annoying, and now the Sorcs have it. Thank you, Zoss. Alright. Our ultimate shooting star gives us ult. This is for a one-shot combo, like I said. And I'm sure you guys are going to be excited to see this. Back bar, it's just a normal fucking back bar. Right? It is not one of those fuck shit lockered sword ward builds, like praise the Lord. Right, so we have our 3 common wards. Harden, Harness, and Healing Ward. You need Healing Ward. Slodes is a bitch, let me tell you. Thank you, Blob, for coming out with the Sloding Screen build. I really appreciate it. I love playing against it, let me tell you. It is delightful. They changed the Power Ward, which is the other morph of the ward. They made it do give you a 10% extra shield on that. So now this is essentially only 23% better instead of 33% better. But with the Empowered Ward, you get the recovery, you get a reduced cost, and it lasts longer. So there's a little bit of trade off, but I still run Hardened Ward. We're about 50k Magicka, completely buffed up. My dog's doing some weird shit. Power Surge should not be on this bar. I was doing just a moment ago. What should be on this bar is Ball Lightning, since this is kind of a open world build or whatever. If you pull this shit in duels, don't run Ball Lightning. Completely useless. So Ball Lightning is obviously for utility absorb projectiles. What we are concerned with, what really pulls this build together, is the last two skills. So we have Deep Thought. So this is the Morph of Meditation. When everything's buffed up, everything's procced, or Shadow Ren's procced, you know, we get the 3k. This is about 2,000 magic every second, which is equivalent to 4,000 recovery across your stat pools. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so keep that in mind. 4,000 recovery per second for all your stat pool. All right, move on to the next one. Temporal Guard. We're only using this for the minor protection, reducing incoming damage by 8%. Okay, so let's number crunch real quick. So we have reduced incoming damage by 8%. We have Shadow Rim, which decreases it by another 15%. So that's 23% damage mitigation by doing absolutely nothing. So let's take a look into the Sigic Order skill line, which takes a while to grind up, but you gotta do it. You have to do it. It sucks. It's gonna take you a few hours, but you'll get through it. So these passes really mean shit. None of these skills really mean shit besides Deep Thoughts. Deliberation. While you're casting and channeling Sigic Order ability, you gain major protection, reducing your damage to 30%. Add that to 23% we're already negating. That's 53% damage mitigation. It applies to your shields. You are virtually, there is not a single build on this game that one person can burst you while you have two shields up and you're channeling this. Nothing can kill you. Okay, so typically the way you want to do this, you're getting kind of low on resources. You want them to CC you. You're going to CC break, pop a ward, maybe two. You know your opponent, doesn't matter, and you're going to see and channel this. You can get all your resources back in a matter of seconds. So we're just going to triple roll dodge, get pretty low. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So 3 seconds, we went from pretty much no stample to all the way to full. It's absolutely absurd. And like I said, once your Shadow Thing's procced, or your Shadow Ren's procced, it's minor maim, you get minor and major protection. It's absolutely absurd. And plus the ball line really helps intercept the shit too in case you're trying to kite. Then you just want to cancel it, you know, and call it. Nothing can hit you. So that's pretty broken. I've been dueling with this just to see what kind of damage you can put out. I've never had a harder hitting sorcerer class. This is the hardest build I've ever had. I'm going to be coming out with a few other sorcerer builds, specifically one for BGs, one for open world, and one for dueling. The only other build that hits harder is my dueling build. It's very similar to Blob's pet build with overload, but his is very unreliable. There's a lot of things that can counter his. He has super low stand pool. His pets can get stunned, feared, rooted. You can block the scamp stun. There's a lot of things that can really fuck up that build. The build I'm running is much more reliable, and the burst is undodgeable. You're going to be dropping kids like flies. Like, it's so good. I'm not sure if my burst is better than his. I'm hitting right now 18 and 19k overloads on full CP opponents as on medium armor, hitting 18, 19k overloads. I'm not sure what he hits for, but yeah, 18 and 19 has been my highest against full CP medium armor builds. Light armor is about the same because we completely ignore resistances. Lost spell pin. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. That's how the build works, guys. You don't need any recovery. You really don't. To be honest, you don't even need to run tri-stats. If you're having issues, put on which one. You don't even need tri-stats. Because in a matter of seconds, you get your entire stand pull back anyway. It really does not matter. You can block a lot. I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful setup. Uncounterable. Literally uncounterable. You can bash it once. That's great. Pop a ward. Sit there and channel it for 5 seconds. Nothing anyone can do about it. It's really funny because you get to channel it in their face and they have to kind of look at you and it's pretty funny. Obviously, you have medicinal use. We'll go over passive real quick. Have all your passes, all that you can afford. Definitely undaunted. Another thing, concentrated barrier. This is only for classes that don't block a lot, but block sometimes. It's going to be shit on Sword and Ward builds. You're never going to have this passive up. Well, on Sorc is pretty advantageous because every now and then you block, not all the time, so you can get that 10 seconds off to let your shield recharge. Pretty cool. So let's get everything fully buffed up here. Let's get hit by this motherfucker. I don't have a spell. Do I have a spell power pot? Yeah. So you notice that there's not a major sorcery buff. Unfortunately, you're going to have to run spell power pots. I mean, it is what it is. You should be running pots anyway if you're going to be an open world like 1vxing, so why not? Alright, so let's pop this for skills real quick. 19k. Well, all the shit ran off, but that's alright. Wish Shadow ran up around 47k max on her front bar and back bar. Well, pretty sure he just despawned. Yeah, he despawned. Rather unfortunate. There he is again. Pretty much 100% uptime. There we go. 48k, almost 49k max. Crazy ass wards, 23k on tooltip. And that's not even maxed on CP tree either. So I guess the next thing we need to do is hop into CP tree. Keep in mind, this is kind of like a one build fits all type of thing. We're not countering anything specific. It's everything in general. Of course, you can specify in certain areas to counter certain builds, but that's what my next videos will be on. Is okay, dueling, use this build. Open world, use this build. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. And let's get in CP here real quick. So a quick run through. Start with the tower. 51 Warlord, have 1 point in the Siphoner, and this is just to put a debuff on your opponent to kind of scare them, to cleanse it. Templars, they see fucking debuffs, they got cleanse. It doesn't do anything. So it's kind of like a scare factor. I picked that one up from Blob, so it's pretty smart guy. 43 Arcanes, 43 Mooncap. Like I said, everything's going to be pretty much 50-50. 40 Shadow Ward, 72 and Tumbling. You'll be rolling a lot. You got 16k stand pull. You're really fucking hard to kill. 28 Spell Erosion, 64 Ellie, 51 Outborn. A lot of points in Staff Expert because a lot of people are putting points into reduce damage, light and heavy attacks. And since they buffed light and heavy attack damage, why not try to buff that even more? Like I said, this is like a one build fits all. I don't want to bring points to Shattering Blows because that's kind of counting specific classes. So I just put my points into shit that counters everything. Right? 61 Ironclad, 16 Resistant. You really don't need these here, but they're there. 27 Hardy, 27 Defender, 23 Thick Skin. All the bleed effects, all the fucking dots, like this helps a lot. You only have to put in 23 points for 10%. Definitely worth. 35 points into Expert Defender for the same reason that we have points in Staff Experts to negate that light attack and heavy attack damage coming out from the buffs in the Summerset patch. 61 in the Bash, and you can put more points than this. There's no point. You got 23k Tooltip Pardon Ward plus 33% on that. Is beefy as fuck. So that's all the CP, guys. That's the build in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm done with my degree. I'm done with school. I'm working, yes, full time. But I want to make this channel into something. I really want ESO to kind of make a comeback. And I really like this game. It's just that it's become kind of toxic. And the player base sucks. I really hope Lost is something to bring a lot of player base back because, this has been a really good game. But please subscribe, like, comment, say shitty things. I don't care. I'll take every comment with a grain of salt or a dash of pepper, either one. Please subscribe and notify yourself with the bell icon. I'll be putting out a lot of fucking videos here, and if you guys are interested in my videos, see what I come up with, please take a look. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. All right, I really appreciate everyone who's subbed to this channel. Like 500 subs, really not doing anything. From a really small community like ESO, like you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. So this has been Locker with his avatar build. Yeah. So I'm just going to end on that note, guys. Y'all take care and have a great day. Peace.